Interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. Shoots! And that has been clubbed away.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Campbell. Werner. And it's been taken straight back. Now a chance to break. And here's Neymar. Campbell. Forward it goes. Campbell. Andre Silva. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Leipzig just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
And here's Neymar.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Campbell. Oh, what a ball! Going through. Werner shoots! Chance to break. Gets wrestled off the ball. He's pinged one through here. Neymar. Chance! Well read, he sorted that out. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Santos got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Gets away from his opponents. Hoists it forward. Werner. It's got through and...
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Neymar gets the better of his man.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He gets past his man, and he's cut it out.
Leipzig are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Quick shot at goal! Back of the net! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Terrific audacity, just gorgeous skill.
Oh, it's lovely to see the art of disguise alive and well, but the keeper straight into no man's land.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Werner, and he's there to cut it out. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Leipzig seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
And it's Rincon. Has a hit! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there, you expect to be punished.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's played forward. Werner! That intervention was very necessary. And that's that. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance and a result which is well deserved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere. And I think
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres. And the shots! He's delivered all right! And Dynamo Kiev take the lead!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Dynamo Kiev take the early advantage. João Mario. Ndidi. Now surely, he's... Oh, shooting chance! Back of the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other.
And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Rafa Silva. Ndidi. Besiktas getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Just brushed off the ball there. He's through the middle. Well, they can break here. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
This could fall anywhere. Ndidi. Forward it goes. He gets put. He's had a shot. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
Bujalski. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ndidi demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's gone for it! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Dynamo Kiev really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Besiktas get it back again. And the finish! Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Rafa Silva, already, of course, on the score sheet. Besiktas can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Usal. Ndidi. And here's Rafa Silva. Bujalski. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. João Mario. Ndidi. Abraham! And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. away. And here's João Mario. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Rafa Silva. It's got through, and
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
shot a goal! Abraham. Out to the left it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. It's being played forward. The half-time whistle goes. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. So, there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Dynamo Kiev head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. So we're just settling back into this second half. No reported change to either side during the break. And here's João Mario, and this is Silva. That's good defending, very good defending. Oh, great! He's had a goal! A great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
He's played it short. Has a pop!
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
And it's been taken short. Promising cross. They've played it short.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
With a delicate ball. Assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. There's the through ball. Usal, Udidi, Abraham, Boyalski. Abraham. Can he find a finish now? Shoots! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's been taken short. Abraham. Abraham. João Mario. Now has a hit! Goal! Besiktas! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. Besiktas are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Dynamo Kiev are in a tearing hurry to save them. Hits one! It's anyone's ball. Oh, real danger here. Brialski. And Didi gets it away.
Dynamo Kiev are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Abraham. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Rafa Silva. Abraham. A real chance if he can get through. Chance! No, not quite. Dynamo Kiev are making a change now.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Besiktas making another change here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing. Dynamo Kiev have a simple task to find something.
And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Time added on, 4 minutes. Abraham. Now it's Rafa Silva. Gets away from his opponent. He's has a hit! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And time is up. Dynamo Kiev are stunned. They controlled it, they led, but somehow they lost. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. There's the whistle. João Mario. Ndidi. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Ndidi.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Ndidi.
And here's Rafa Silva. Rafa Silva not easily shrugged off the ball. Looking to break out here. João Mario.
Ndidi.
João Mario. Either side especially adventurous early on. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Quick ball forward. Rafa Silva pushes to get on the end of it.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Goes for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Abraham certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Bujalski. Bujalski. Timely intervention.
Ndidi.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust.
Ussal.
Well, what we're seeing here is a recipe for winding up your supporters. They're over-elaborating on the ball when someone should be taking responsibility to release it forward. You can sense the frustration all round.
Dashing forward at pace. Hoists it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And now they can launch a counter. Right through the middle. Shapes to shoot! He scored!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Dynamo Kiev get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the...
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Mario. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Bujalski. Forward it goes. He's gone for it! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Dynamo Kiev take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Bujalski. whistle goes for half-time. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Dynamo Kiev just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Dynamo Kiev ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand.
Ussal. Ndidi.
Abraham. João Mario.
And it's Bielski.
He's there to receive it. Hits one! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
They've played it short. João Mario. Rafa Silva gets it out to the wing. Decent looking ball. Oh, robust challenge. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Abraham.
Rafa Silva really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
He goes long. João Mario. Just about up to the hour now. Abraham. Rafa Silva. He's gone for it! Back of the net! Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Besiktas get themselves back in. Real chance! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball. This is... And the shots! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. Dynamo Kiev blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
How about a shot? And the finish! It's a goal! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? It's a promising ball. It's a great ball, going for goal! He scores! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
So now the difference is 3. Oh, he's found him, tries a shot! Ndidi with the clearance. Chance! That is a class save, he had to be at his best.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
And it's Mario. And here's Rafa Silva. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Oh, has a hit! It's anyone's ball. Turns and goes back. Chooses to go back. And he's straight offside. He's got the ball, he's shot a goal! And in it goes! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Well, the goalkeeper would have helped to make his mind up on how he was going to finish it.
4 in the game, he is the man. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's one-on-one, surely! Ndidi. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that's it. Dynamo Kiev were irresistible here, dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result, a comfortable win. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim. It's got things on the way. And it's Mario. Has a pop! Goal! Besiktas! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Besiktas take the early advantage. Bojalski, cut out in the nick of time. And it's Silva. Usal. João Mario. Abraham. Battles to win it back. It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Forward it goes. Abraham. Abraham. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Ndidi. And it's Mario. And here's Rafa Silva. Oh, shooting chance! Chance! think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's in! That intervention was very necessary. Here's the through ball. Good, goes for goal! He scored!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Dynamo Kiev grab the equaliser and we're all square.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
Mario. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Hoists it forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hits one! Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Dynamo Kiev take the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Mario cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility.
Has a hit! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Rafa Silva sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
And here's Mario. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Bujalski. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Chooses to go back. Bujalski. Right towards the front men. Bujalski. Could be a chance here. Goes for goal! It's in! And already they're looking to run away with it. And the first half is done.
Dynamo Kiev are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Dynamo Kiev head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Defenders on the back foot. Timely intervention. And it's played forward. And it's Mario. Now it's Rafa Silva. A heavy challenge. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Cuts it out. Mario goes looking. He's found his man. Striding forward, facing goal. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Bujalski. Oh, what a ball! Has a hit! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
So now the difference is 3. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dynamo Kiev get it back again. Plays it back. Shot at goal! Great football, shot and save. Looking to break out here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And now the breakaway. Bujalski. He's had a shot. It's there. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now.
Dynamo Kiev are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
4 in the game. He is the man. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He could be in here. Rafa Silva. Abra, he's gone for it! And that has been cleared. Out to the left it goes. Usal is the guilty party there. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
It's come loose. Well, they could break here. Oh, good interception. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
He's through the middle. Oh, big chance! Must be! There's no flag. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
It's become a case of men against boys. He's off, shapes to shoot! Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a brilliant interception. Gets it back. He's there, tries a shot! He's put it wide. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Ndidi.
And it's played forward. Abraham! And the referee brings it to a close. Dynamo Kiev did it the hard way, a testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great... Has a hit!
Kayza.
Tries to get it forward quickly. A real chance to break. Kayza receives it in a wide position. Great leap! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And the through ball is intercepted. He's being closely tested here. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Hits one! Forward it goes. And they've been caught out here. A really good feat from him. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece.